Hi, I'm Gabby Young, and together with Simple Sew, I'm going to show you some essential sewing skills. We're going to cover all the basics so that you can make their lovely new collection and make an outfit like I'm wearing. Enjoy! Okay, so we're going to show you how to make darts. So you can see that I'm on the wrong side of the fabric and I've already drawn in my dart, so I just pinch the end of the two legs where the notches are and the end of the dart as well, so that you're lining up the two lines either side. Just smooth that over, and it's best to kind of turn the fabric round so that you've got the dart pointing towards you. It's easier to pin that way, and then just pin the line. You want to check that it's the same both sides. You can adjust it if it's not, just move it around a bit until you make sure that the pin is going through both lines on both sides. Then I just tend to put pins in the whole way down, checking that they're going through both lines all the way. With a small bust dart like this, probably 3 pins is about right. And just make sure there's one at the very tip so you know where it ends as well. Okay, so there you go, and we're going to sew along that line in a bit, but first of all I'm going to show you double pointed darts. These are normally in the middle of the bodice, so you have to pinch both sides, both tips, and make sure that the lines connect all the way round of the diamond, and then pin in as usual. It's kind of like 2 darts together, so you do exactly the same with this. Check it on both sides, and this is where we will be sewing for the double pointed dart. So let's move over to the sewing machine. Okay, so back to the bust dart. You want to start sewing at the raw edge of the fabric, so where the legs of the dart end. So do a little back stitch, and you're just sewing down the line. Take out the pins as you sew, and just sew straight down the line, keeping it as straight as possible until you get to the very end. And then what I do is just turn my hand wheel by hand at the very end to make sure that you're getting the stitches in as close to the edge, and actually the last stitch I normally make sure is off the edge, so it really is on the fold of the fabric. And then you pull it out, cut it off with a long tail at the end because you want to tie the ends. Don't backstitch here, I used to, but the moment I started tying it, it was so much better. And there's your darts. That's what it looks like on the right side of the fabric. And they're on the wrong side. Okay, so with the double pointed, we're going to start in the middle of the dart. So you start at the widest point of the diamond. Do a little back stitch there as well, and then sew down as if it's a normal dart all the way to the bottom. Do the same, slow down at the end, turn the hand wheel, tie it, or tie it at the end, that's what I normally do. And then you turn your fabric round and you sew the other way up. So it's literally like sewing 2 darts together. And there you go. That's your double pointed dart. Make sure you tie the 2 ends there. Over to the iron. We're going to press our dart just how it is really well. Make sure you get those stitches set in, and then on the wrong side still you're going to press your dart towards where it says in the pattern. So here I'm going to press it towards the centre front, and then you turn it over the other way and you press it that way as well, but you want to make sure you kind of give a little pull on the fabric to make sure that you're really ironing into that point of the dart. And the only thing left to do is to press your double pointed dart, and this is exactly the same as you do with the dart on both sides. You want to make sure you really get into those points of the darts and just give it a really good press, and hey presto! I hope you enjoyed how to sew 2 different types of darts. See you next time.